TIFU by telling a small detail to my GF about how we met. I met a girl on a dating site a couple of months ago. We get along well, have fun together, and it seems like we are a perfect match, if such a thing exists. However, honestly, I accidentally swiped right on her, but as we talked, I discovered that I actually liked her, and that's how our relationship began. We recently talked about the beginning of our story and I was hesitating if I should share this little detail or not. In the end, I did. However, things didn't turn out as expected. She ended up getting angry with me. In the beginning, she avoided talking, so I gave her space to relax during those initial hours. Following this time frame, she initiated conversations with me, and everything appeared to be going well. But she seems to be caught in a passive-aggressive state, which I had not noticed in her previously. This situation has been ongoing for a few days, and I am unsure of what steps to take next. I would love if we could get back on track. She has been steering clear of discussing this subject ever since. What would you do in a similar situation? Did I mess it up by telling the truth? TLDR. A few months back, I accidentally matched with a girl on Tinder. I informed her about the mistake and she is currently upset with me. I am unsure of how to solve the situation. Man, there's this thing called little white lies. You wouldn't tell her she looks fat, why would you tell her you think she looked ugly? For all intents and purposes, things didn't turn out as expected. What? How did you not see that coming? Question mark. What kind of reaction were you expecting? I don't get the people here saying telling her was the right thing. It quite obviously wasn't. There's literally zero benefit to you and your relationship sharing that tidbit. No part of your relationship is benefiting from this. You don't come out stronger on the other side, or any such trite BS. Sometimes you just don't share stuff. You could have gone the next 50 years never having said a word and absolutely no part of your life would have been impacted by keeping it to yourself. Take a moment to reflect on why you felt compelled to share that detail with her. Not the surface lie you're telling yourself about being honest with her, or whatever, but dig deeper. Is there an inner self that was looking to sabotage the relationship? Is there a commitment phobia? Do you value such brutal honesty and would expect the same from her? Without giving a similar reaction, it may take some time to identify the why. I don't really get the point of telling someone this, outside of making yourself feel superior. At first I thought you were ugly. Then out of the kindness of my heart I gave you a chance and realized you were cool. Yay us. Quote, keeping track of that insignificant initial judgment is just strange. We forget way more important details of life every day. But that you remember? Completely up to her if she can get past this. Not much you can say now. Good luck. Missed opportunity. I didn't intend to swipe on you because I thought you were out of my league. I'm so glad I did by accident. Look at what we've made together. You told her that you initially intended to reject her? You didn't seem good enough for me. But I grew to like you. It would take a very confident person to brush that off. I don't think there's any coming back from this one unless you reinforce like crazy, over multiple occasions, with large gestures, that you find her attractive, wonderful, etc. Even then, this will come out during disagreements. Even if it seems healed at other times. That's a pretty core wound. Haha, you won't believe it, but I used to think you were ugly. Crazy, right? Quote. Yeah, you did. Why would you do that? Consider the motives. Being extremely honest is one. Another that's not so nice is to make her feel insecure and therefore strengthen your superiority in the relationship. Not saying you did that. It's just one of those relationship manipulations that people do. Either way, yeah, you effed up. Good luck. I met my wife on Tinder. At the time I wasn't really looking for anything and didn't want to date either. I enjoyed my sex with her and time with her though. One day she asked if we wanted to date and I said sure. Honestly though, I didn't want to date her all that much, but I'm bad at saying no sometimes, lol. But time moved on. Now we are having our wedding this year and she is the most gorgeous and beautiful girl in the world and I love her with all my heart. Time can change things. In your next relationship, look through the personals in the newspaper Tears of Joy. Why is it so hard for people just to not open their mouths? There is no reason for this information to be told. None. You idiot. I would have taken that to the grave. However, things didn't turn out as expected. Yes, they did. Obviously you shouldn't have told her this. Everyone else has pointed this out to you already. But I think some perspective is needed. A bio on a dating app is just a tiny snapshot of the person's life. It doesn't show you what they look like at their best or at their worst after meeting her and getting to see her. You saw a side of her that a dating app didn't or couldn't show you, and that's what made you fall for her. I am someone who is unphotogenic and I know that my best side doesn't come across on these apps. And I also know I have met men in real life who I probably wouldn't swipe right on because their best side doesn't come across in photos. That's my biggest problem with these apps, and you are lucky that you met someone despite this. I'm surprised she's talking to you after hearing that.
Oh boy.
I was upfront about me not knowing how to use the website. Facebook dating led to my husband and I matching. I thought I was just scrolling through, not realizing I was basically swiping right on each one. I almost didn't respond to his message. But that had to do with where he was from, not anything to do with him. I didn't think I wanted to date anyone from our hometown. Did you say why you wouldn't have swiped right on her? If you didn't give her a good reason, I'm sure whatever she is coming up with in her head is probably worse.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.